Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from the Fairgrounds Racecourse here on Thursday. It is the 23rd of November, 2023. Gonna look at the ninth race from the Fairgrounds, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Some good racing stateside and in the UK this weekend over the jumps, so hopefully you join me for those previews. And also, thoroughbred side, good racing. Harness side from the Meadowlands on Saturday, some good racing, so join me for that. But let's look at the traditional ninth race from the Fairgrounds, which is the traditional Thanksgiving Day feature. It is the Thanksgiving Classic. It's going for a purse $200,000, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the main track. I'm going to take the 9 horse miles ahead. Let's go 9,756 in the superfecta. 9756 Super, top selection 9 horse miles ahead. This 6-year-old gelding by competitive edge. Paul McGee trains. Joe Talamo gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 4th of November at Churchill, 6 furlongs in the Better Sunshine Stakes, and the horse finished second by half length that day. And he just kind of sat back early. Not that he doesn't have a lot of forwardly pace, but he was really gaining into the pace that day. They were flying up front. He just missed late, but he ran his heart out. Come back to the Fairgrounds where he ran decently last season. I'm going to give him another shot to win. I think there's a lot of speed up front that could really suit him, his running style, and I think second off the bench he should be a lot fresher to finally get the W again. 2 back, he ran the Kelly's Landing at Ellis, 6.5 on the 1st of July, and he finished third by 3/4 length that day, and he kind of sat back on a small field that day, a little bit wide, but he was gaining late. He just missed, but he ran his heart out with a career best, second career best 98 buyer there. And then the St. Matthews at Churchill Derby week, 6 furlongs, 4th of May. He finished second by 5 lengths. Bango took off clear. He had to be used a lot that day, and he just couldn't catch the winner, who absolutely freaked that day. And then prior to that at Oaklawn, 6 furlongs in the Grade 3 Whitmore. He finished second by 1.5 lengths. Tiana Twist really ran terrifically. This horse had a lot of ground to gain, but he was gaining that day with a 98 buyer there. And then prior to that, in the King Khan over the slop at Church over at Oaklawn over the 6, he finished third by 5.75 lengths again. Gonna really ran well, but this horse again, he ran a decent race. He's been running decent races in defeat this season. His last victory in the last year and a half actually came at Churchill in the Louisville Thoroughbred Society Stakes over the 3/4 of a mile, winning by a nose. He really took off clear with a 98 buyer. He came back to run here last season where he needed the race off the bench. He doesn't run well off the benches, but second off, that's where he really runs his good races. Coming here training well, 2-1. I'm going to use him. I think the 7 horse Super Ocho could win for Amador Sanchez and Del Cid. Came back off the bench at 5 furlongs at Delta in a lounge race a few weeks ago where he won by 6.5 lengths, 40 cents a dollar. He was on the front end really taking off clear. 94 buyer, that was incredible. First start back from Dubai, that's what you want to see. He ran the Golden Shaheen before that where he just never really showed anything that day. He just didn't show speed. I don't know if he was comfortable in the Middle East. It wasn't his day to win. And then prior to that in the Gulfstream Park Sprint, he finished 5th by 9.5 lengths that day. He had to be used a lot that day, but then he just completely crumbled. He has a lot of speed, and if his speed could hold up, he could win here. He's training well at Delta. I'll give him a shot here on the ticket, so watch out for him. This is a very good Thanksgiving Day feature. But to recount my selection for the 9th on the Fairgrounds, it's the Thanksgiving Classic. Gonna take the 9 horse miles ahead. Give kudos to the 7 horse Super Ocho, 9756 Super, 9-7 in the multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.